Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to my channel. So I'm grabbing MAC Strobe Cream as my primer today, and then for foundation I'm grabbing the CoverGirl True Blend Matte May foundation. Has a hell of a name, in the shade L60, and this foundation is actually really quickly becoming one of my favorites. I adore this foundation right now. Instant Age Rewind, what a shock. I'm pretty sure this is actually in every tutorial I have ever made on YouTube because it is that good. And I'm blending out with my Real Techniques blending sponge, mainly because it's the only foundation sponge that has survived my cats so far. And to set that in place, I'm sort of baking with the Colourpop translucent powder. I'm pretty packing that under my eyes, mainly because it's the only powder that doesn't make me look like a grandma, so I love this powder. I also put it on my smile lines, because I smile a lot. And when I let that bake, I also sort of set the rest of my face as well. To bronze it up, I'm using the Misslyn Beach Please bronzer. Have to say, love the name. Obviously, everyone gets what it means. And I love that because I like funny things. For blush, we're going with the Master Blush, and I'm taking that very basic bitch shade at this. Basic bitch. It's funny. This is sort of blushing my face up. Grabbing my current favorite eyebrow product, which is the Essence Eyebrow Stylist, and it is so cheap, so affordable, and so good. I use it for a very light, fluffy brow. It's just been my go-to at the moment, and I love it. And to set that in place, I've been using the W7 Brow Stylist. Highlighter, I'm using the Balm's Mary Luminizer. I recently got this, and I'm a little underwhelmed. It is very pretty, but it's not as blinding as I would like it to be. For eyes, we're taking the shade Jet Setter from the Tartlette In Bloom palette. I have to say, I do love this palette, and I love this shade in particular. It is this perfect transition crease shade. Beautiful, beautiful. Going in with the shade Rebel, and I'm a bit more defining the crease shade. I'm just building it up for a transition. The next shade is Smoke Show, which is the darkest shade in the palette, and I haven't used this shade before, I just never really thought about it, but it actually was a lot more difficult to blend out than I actually expected. Like, I had to go in with the colour, really pack it on, blends it out, and then it blends it out horribly. Like, it went all patchy on the eyelid. I don't know what I've done to it. If this happened to you before using this shade, let me know. So I actually had to do like a repeat process of blends it out, pack it on, blends it out, pack it on. And it took a while, but then I realized the actual next step that we have to do made that whole process redundant. So it didn't actually matter that it wasn't blended out seamlessly, but it's still annoying. The next thing we're actually going to do is taking the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Slade, and I'm just going to pack that all over my mobile lid. It's going to give the next shadow something to grab to, more as a glittery base. And we are going in with the Juvius Place The Magic palette, and our first shade we're taking on the inner third of the eye is the shade Zuba, a beautiful pearlescent pink shade. It's gorgeous. I'm sort of lightly dusting that over the inner third. The next shade is the most iridescent, beautiful purple shade. It's called Farso, and I'm sorry if I do butcher any of these names, but I love this brand. It's my favorite eyeshadow brand of all time. For the outer third, I'm taking the shade Yara. It's really pretty, almost Christmassy green. Like, I'll say it's a peacock green. It's beautiful. I love this. And I wasn't really happy with how the purple and the green were blending, so I actually grabbed the blue shade in the palette. It's called Yemoja. Gosh, I'm really sorry if I'm butchering that. But it's like a little, it's just a beautiful blending shade for those two colors. And then for the bottom, I actually just repeated the entire process. So I went from green to that little bit of blue, to the purple, to the pink, and then for the actual inner corner I wanted something a bit more bold than is the standard highlighting color, so I went in with the shade Nubia, which is this gold green shadow, and it's my favorite shadow probably of all time. It is such a beautiful shade, loved it, and it's something a bit more bright and bold to the look. After that, I just sort of waterline and tightlined, chucked on some flirtier lashes, and then now we're on to lips. So I actually did two lip options because first one's my safe shade. It is the Too Faced Liquid Latex in Hopless Romantic. It's a nude shade. Everyone can get away with a nude shade. That way you get a lot of attention to the eyes, and it's very pretty. I don't actually like this formula at all. I love the color, but hate the formula. So this is what the first look is, I guess. And then for the second option, it is the Colourpop Lux Lip-Getty. It is a green shade, and probably this is my favorite. I actually prefer the green look. It is much more grungy, a bit more bold. I'm gonna go bold eye, I might as well go with a bold lip, and it made me feel very cool, confident, and just fun. So I really, really loved this shade. Let me know down in the comments which one you preferred.